Hi, Cancer. I thought I would do a little metal dog reading for you on this beautiful winter day. Just check in with your energy, and I'm just going to jump right into a reading. I feel incredibly sleepy since I started thinking about doing your reading. I just came back in from a walk, so no reason for me to be sleepy. Are you sleepy? All right, we're going to do a 7 card. I just want to know the whole life story here. We'll check in with past, present, hidden, you, whoever is in your life, advice, and possible future outcome here for you. And we're going to start with the Good Tarot. So your recent past is a King of Water. Kind of a quiet feeling here in the recent past. The King of Water is emotionally mature, deep, good-hearted. You can see he's a sweetheart playing with this fish. Kind of a big old kid is the vibe I'm getting here. But very private about the feelings, quiet, focusing on the kingdom. So that's the recent past here. The present, moving more into your typical energy of the Queen of Water, more communicating, also more receptive, kind of an opening up. And also I see surrender, spiritual groundedness. And this woman, this queen, I'm very much noticing that she is meditative, eyes closed, very calm. She seems grounded. So, slight watery movement in your chart, in your cards here. Hidden influence here is a page of air. This is some kind of a truth coming in, or you're keeping an eye on something, or realizing something where you need to. Like this page of air in the hidden influences spot. So it's very much a posture of openness to seeing the truth, whatever that may be, that you need to see. You appear here is the 10 of Water. In this deck is the Buddha. 10 of Water is just like the peak emotionally. So we're definitely in your watery vibe here, Cancer. This particular 10 of Water makes me think of you. It's a jolly, grounded figure. And sometimes to think of the water, the feelings, the cups. Often this is a card that shows love, family, emotional fulfillment with others, but this is very much a solitary, joyful, it's a very nice energy. And people in your life, or a person in your life, we see is a 9 of Earth. Very different energy, very earthy, practical, grounded, homey, but also solitary. So there's a person in your life, or this could be another aspect of you who's in this 9 of Earth, solitude. Just very secure and very often a homebody kind of energy. So if you have Earth in your chart, I don't know why I'm getting this as you and you. This is very you with you in this reading here, Cancer. We'll see as we clarify. Your advice is an Ace of Earth. There's a practical offer to make or to accept. You can see this beautiful stag coming to the edge here to invite you somewhere. That's the feeling. I feel like that is the other energy, that you're being invited to a light place, but an unknown place. But it's also very earthy, practical, new beginning that you're being offered here. And Ace of Earth, as advice, I would say, follow that stag where, this is an offer and take it, but we'll clarify and see. And then in the future, we can see you very practically building with others, collaborative, making a vision real in the 3D. So you've been very much in feelings. There's a truth, intellectual, philosophical truth coming in, and you're very grounded and meditative in your watery self. There's this 9 of Earth that I just immediately had a feeling was you, but it could be another person in your life who's also equally comfortable in their own space and their own solitude. And then you have an offer to accept. So let's clarify here. I have this new deck, Mystic Mondays, and I just want to read it all day long. So thank you for giving me a chance to talk to you, Cancer, with this deck. You'll see it's quite fancy. There is a 10 of Swords here on the bottom. So yeah, some kind of healing or moving on from a loss there maybe. Let's see. Well, let's clarify this King of Water in your past. He looks like happy, childish, old dude. That's what I see here. You're old kid. I think of inner child stuff when I see this King of Water. What else? So this is the 3 of Pentacles. This is also the future here. So this is building with others in the past as well. We'll see. There's the Queen of Cups. You or another water sign, or let's see. She is contributing her emotionally to this project of the 3 of Pentacles. So perhaps you were doing that. And there is a kind of 6 of Pentacles, which is about generosity, equal give and take, but sometimes also charity or receiving charity here. Yeah, so this is definitely about you giving or being given to in a very reciprocal, collaborative way. I see this Queen of Cups is facing the King of Cups here. And it looks like this Queen and this King are building something very practical together. And it is, but I just have a feeling of you giving in the recent past. Not in a bad way, but sometimes the 6 of Pentacles there is an inequity in the give and take. But I still see you very grounded. You're very in your energy in the past. So Queen of Water in the present here. Not a big change, except sort of a shift into opening up about how you're feeling here in the present. There's a balancing act going on here. Seeking balance. Some anxiety as well. It could be insomnia. And there's a King of Pentacles. This could be Taurus in your chart. It could be somebody else here. It looks like there's somebody who's causing you some anxiety. This King of Pentacles, and it could be just like ideas about security, about money, about home, and so you're having insomnia. Maybe that's why I feel so sleepy. It's happening. Maybe this person's energy is coming in while you are sleeping. Yeah, but there's some kind of disturbance as a result of this energy, this earthy, practical, he's kind of a little bit intently looking at the Queen of Water. It feels like and I feel like this gesture to his wrist, it's kind of like type A energy that I'm feeling. And if it's a Taurus or it's Taurus in your chart, Like that could be a part of you that's kind of causing you anxiety, even though you're really seeking this grounded emotional balance here. That is your certainly your goal. And it appears like a state that you are kind of in and out of anxiety and groundedness, and the issues of security, where this Taurus, this earthy, practical, could be work concern, is putting you into insomnia and anxiety. That's what I see. So there's this page of air. You're supposed to, what you're not supposed to, but you're invited to in this reading to become conscious of a hidden influence here. I feel so sleepy. I'm having trouble sleeping too. So I'm just, I'm having like incredible hot flashes in the night. It's like me and my body are like having like a very intense transformative process. I just wake up on fire and I go pee and I get back in bed and I go back to sleep, and it happens all night long. So, I'm really feeling that. Okay, hidden influence, a page of air. There's some little truth that you need to become aware of. Okay, it's something to do with the devil. This could be addictive tendencies, codependence, low self-worth. So obviously that's not true, that if you have low self-worth, it's not accurate sense of yourself, so that maybe that you need to become aware of your truth. It's perhaps why you're so in your feelings. Well, let's see what else. King of Cups again. This is your recent past. The King of Cups. And Eight of Pentacles. So these are your hidden influences. Okay, let me look at this here. So the Eight of Pentacles is work. And she's turned her back on this King of Cups. I think that you have this person who's a King of Cups in your recent past, and you're not thinking about this person. In fact, you've associated this King of Cups with the devil, with a negative. And so you're just working along, ignoring this person, right? And so if we go back to the past, where we see this King of Waters, the same figure here, King of Cups, and you were talking to this person, and you put too much into that. That's what I think. You put too much into this King of Water, and then you quit, and you went to work. But when you're asleep, this is coming in. This person or this emotional connection is coming in the night, and then you're trying to work and ignore it. But I think it's being suggested here that you become conscious of this, because it seems to be going to the devil for you, which is like a place that I think needs to be examined. I suddenly feel like this kind of King of Pentacles energy. So a little bit of like wanting to push you to deal with something here that you seem to be avoiding with work. So take or leave that. With Mercury in retrograde, there's this real push that I'm feeling, maybe you are, to revisit things that happened in the past. And that's what these cards are saying here, because the King of Water is in your past and in your hidden energy. So whatever happened here, whatever you decided, I think you're being invited to look at it here. But you are appearing here as this little happy statue of the Buddha, 10 of Water. Find out more about what's going on with you. Okay, the Hierophant. More Earth, Taurus energy here. Also very spiritual, third eye kind of it's very structural, spiritual power here. So we get the Buddha and the Hierophant. So you're coming through Cancer as a spiritual person. There's more evidence of you kind of seeking balance, right? We had the Two of Pentacles in your present. So you're seeking balance, and it's obviously spiritual and emotional balance. And here's a person who's grounded, meditative, reflecting on these three things that happened in the past, these emotional losses usually, or disappointments, and is actively manifesting an Ace of Cups here. Yeah, we can see that you appearing here as the Buddha. You're also, sitting in this meditative posture. It's a real clear sense to me of you meditating right now, seeking balance. And there's a spiritual pull, and there is an emotional aspiration here. It may not be separate, but so, and this is affirming that. See the gesture of her hands, there. And I see, it made me see that again in this. This is the person in your life who feels like you, like your earthy aspect here. But let's see. Could be somebody else who's earthy and solitary, and also coming across as spiritually grounded. Very similar energy to yours. They are coming in with the Tower. Some kind of surprise, transformation, as well as a Five of Cups. This is regret, loss. So yeah, Tower change can cause that kind of need to go through loss. And then a Five of Wands. It's a mixed up, chaotic sensation here on this person. Yeah, they're home alone because they've gone through a tower, and they need to get grounded. They're actually in a little bit of self-pity, and they you can look back at the darkness, or you can look ahead to the new day here. You can see that these are cups, 3 facing that sun, 2 facing the dark, whichever direction you're drawn to. So these are 2 Scorpio cards, the Tower and 5 of Cups. There's a real death, rebirth, transformation, and then feeling just a little. The 5 of Wands is chaos. It's gonna be creative chaos. So sometimes everything getting broken up here can feel like full of possibilities, and lack of leadership, lack of hierarchy is happening here. So since this is happening to the 9 of Earth, so it looks like because of the King of Pentacles is in the present and is like pestering you, bringing you into this state of insomnia. And this is your security practical side, or somebody that represents security in the practical. It's disturbing you. They're disturbed. There's a lot happening that's changing in the world right now structurally, and that's what I see here. It's either affecting you or your security needs, or somebody in your life, and there's insomnia and disturbance and feeling of loss here in you or this person in your life, or people. Could be like the collective is we're all staying home in our little solitude. We've got used to this shelter in place, and things are changing against the Tower is happening. It's a divine happening. It needed to change. There's a feeling of chaos as a result. So, and that may be why you're seeking this balance between your spiritual groundedness and and the 4 of Cups. It's a part of you too. It's also about, these are losses, and kind of shifting perspective towards that ace coming in. Okay, and what we do see coming in is an Ace of Earth. It's a real three-dimensional practical offer, and this feels like it's coming from outside of you, and it's really a beckoning you to go into this mysterious light here. Okay. Cancer, you're always so private. Okay, well, there's a Two of Cups. This is you were preparing for love, and this is a love offer. It's an emotional equal. It's new, potentially new. You know, it feels like you're readying yourself for an emotional beginning that's new with the Ace of Cups there. It doesn't have to be romantical. It can be friendship. Yeah. These women, they have wings to me. The mountains are looking like wings, which make me think of this Ace of Cups here. That's in your hidden influences, where we saw the Devil and the King of Cups, and you turning away from that to go to work. Okay, what else do we see here? A changed perspective. The hanged woman. So, yeah, when you hang upside down, you see things from a different perspective. You're able to change your mind about something here. And there's a Seven of Cups. This is a lot of projections, a lot of choices can be, but this is like, which cup do I choose? And you're putting all of this stuff into these other cups here. Like you're in an emotional, you're in your emotions, but there's just something really practical and simple to understand here about this Two of Cups, which is a sweet connection. But you keep projecting a lot of stuff on that until you shift from projecting a bunch of fear, I think, or hope even. Yeah. And for some reason, this Seven of Cups, like I'm seeing the third eye there, the sun, the moon. I see images like the rose and the red heart, but this sort of little plant there's a little plant that you can nurture to grow here. So this seems like a spiritual, there's something about your spiritual, you're seeking this balance between the spiritual and the really kind of practical emotional security stuff. And you're, yeah, I feel like you're in a state of indecision about it and you're seeking perspective. And when you're in the hanged woman, you just have to kind of wait for that perspective to come in. But this is a very practical Ace of Earth. You don't have to be afraid of this. If it's this Nine of Earth person, they're quite shaken up by a tower. If that's you being shaken up by a tower, some side of you, that's what I feel. It probably why you're just hanging out here to get perspective in your advice here. So then the Three of Earth is your future. It's also your past. Remember you had this collaborative, real 3D, real practical conversation that was happening here between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And it felt like you were giving too much to it. Is what I sense here, and then it appears again in your future. So if there's some kind of person from your past that this King of Cups could be a Scorpio, but you associate them with the devil and you turned your back on them, and they're appearing again probably because we're just in this Mercury in retrograde, you're revisiting this. You're kind of hanging out, whether you're going to go with the spiritual or this real, sweet, simple, earth-based Two of Cups, and it leads into a Three of Earth. So very, happiness in this collaboration. And again, I see those mountains like wings, and this gesture that she's making of the sun coming down to her reminds me of this. So I this little understanding that you can become aware of about this King of Cups will take you into this happiness in the future. It's real earthy and stable and practical. It's not in the sun. That's absolute happiness and safety here. I feel a lot of security here. And the Lovers, this is a romantic connection that you turned away from, and communication here in the future. You're waiting on this change of perspective. This little thing in the real world, it's been energetic. It's been keeping you up, maybe. You're perhaps seeking balance. There's a lot of Two of Pentacles, justice, balance between your spiritual aspirations. You're a very spiritual person, and this ideal of love. Security is really important. There's that Nine of Earth aspect of you, that King of Pentacles aspect of you. That I feel like that is you, your security, and you're seeking to kind of calm anxieties there about that. Just to see, like, this is a Ace of Earth. It's a Three of Earth future that you have. It's a Two of Cups, the Sun, Lovers, ease of communication, lots of inspiration here with the Eight of Wands. Whatever you're projecting here, all of your projections, that's what you're working through as you're in this Hanged Woman state. So to me, this is it's a love offer from the past that you're revisiting. And should you choose to accept this Ace of Earth, as this advice suggests here in this reading, it's a beautiful, lovely, secure, practical future. I mean, the Lovers is like the sun. That's like total. That's the happiest card. Could be Leo. The Lovers, you're the two flamingos. Lovers is a spiritual love. It's we can see that there's a little start here of the Two of Cups, but it grows into the Lovers, and this is people in their highest selves, offering one another, and also they're both mirroring relationships. You get, and you're just building this together. Three of Earth. You're just building from this Two of Cups to this Lovers, an equal relationship in which each of you gets to be your highest authentic self. And so this aspiration that you're in right now, seeking justice between your spiritual Taurus side, because the Hierophant's also Taurus. That's in you, a lot of Earth in you, and this emotional. This is where the dilemma lies. It's like, okay, what's my takeaway from my losses? Can I, should I manifest this Ace of Cups? I am of water, you're of water, Cancer. So you're deep in your feelings and your projections. I don't know what you're going to decide. You can stay in this Nine of Earth, me alone kind of state, grounded, very spiritual. But there's agitation there for some reason. Maybe because of this revisiting of this King of Cups into your consciousness right now. Well, that was a pretty a wide open message, and it seems a very particular message, Cancer. So whoever this message is for, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people could have this situation emotionally. Sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy and furry, but I hope this was helpful. And I have wild and crazy hair for you. All right, Cancer, have a beautiful day.